Welcome to this assessment video for Football Coaching Adolescent Performers module. In this video, we're going to guide you through the practical assessment. And this is going to be the second of 3 assessments in this module. This practical assessment is going to be worth 40% of this module. And we're going to ask you to deliver for 20 minutes during the January 2018 residential at USW Sport Park. Once you've completed your practical assessment, your feedback and grade will be returned to you in 20 working days. You're required to deliver a 20-minute tactical practice, and students will deliver this tactical practice to between 8 to 12 players. And you'll be allocated one of the following topics: playing out from the back with a goalkeeper, back 4 and defensive midfield player, playing through midfield using a midfield 3 and fullbacks, crossing and finishing with fullbacks, wide midfield players and 2 strikers, defending in your own half with a zonal back 4 and 2 defensive midfield players, developing combination play between the midfield 4 and 2 attackers, defending from the front in a 4-1-1, playing out from the back with a goalkeeper, back 3 and 2 defensive midfield players, defending with a zonal back 4 and 1 defensive midfield player, defending from the front with 3 centre midfield players and 3 strikers. During this 20-minute tactical coaching session, you'll deliver your session with your peers and classmates as the players. You can see on screen now in greater detail how each of the topics we identified above have certain areas of the pitch or pitch geography which they're relevant to. And as you can download this assessment guide from the Blackboard page under the Assessment tab in Word document format, I'll leave you to download the Word document and zoom in to these screen grabs of the pitch in more detail. In terms of the marking criteria, you're going to be given 15% for your organisation, and this will include the session plan, consideration of health and safety, the equipment and time management. Your practice design is going to be given 25%, and this will include your design and impact of learning objectives, the pitch geography utilised, which is been given extra guidance in terms of the pitch markings and pitch layouts above, the design of the practice itself, the realism and the progressions or regressions. Within this practice design section, it's important to bear in mind that you'll be asked to deliver a drill, function or multi-directional game, and as we've said, this will be delivered to between 8 and 12 players based on one of the tactical topics we identified above. Important to bear in mind within a drill, function or multi-directional game that you don't have to use the entire unit or players identified within the topics. You can zoom in on a particular part of that unit or section the unit off. So for example, if you're playing out from the back with a back four and one defensive midfield player, within a functional practice, you may zoom in on the left-hand side of the pitch, utilising the left centre-back, the left back, and the one deeper centre mid. So that's an example of how you can zoom in from the topic in order to deliver a drill, function, or multi-directional game to between 8 to 12 players. For the interventions, you'll be given 35%. And this will include your briefing and terminal feedback given between the blocks of playing time and at the end of the session. Your coaching position in order to give yourself the best chance of observing the players and the practice. The coaching process, both on the ball, around the ball, and indeed away from the ball. The key information you give to the individual players and the units, or unit, and how you apply conditions, targets, and challenges. And finally, we're going to grade you on your design and implementation of the 5 corners: technical, tactical, physical, psychological, and social. And this will be worth 25% of this assessment. This assessment brief is also available for you to download in Word document format on this Blackboard module page under the assessment tab.